Hi, it's Mark at FBA2USA. Come to FBA2USA.com for hints and tips getting started on Amazon Seller Central if you live outside the USA. Today I want to talk about using the parent and child variant function within Amazon Seller Central. Doesn't sound very exciting, does it? But why is it important? It's important because when you've got your product on Amazon and you spend a lot of time designing it, getting it all organized and sent into your inventory, and made the investment in having all that inventory sitting inside Amazon, you obviously want to make sure that it sells. One of the key things you can do is make sure that the structure of your offer is optimized so that more people find it. And the parent and child variant option within Amazon is actually a very useful tool for doing just that. So what is it? Effectively, it's something that means that if you have more than one option on your product, you can demonstrate that by having a parent, which is the generic form of the product or the family of the product, and the child, which is the specific version of that product. Now, typically these are sizes and colors, but they could include marginal design changes or patterns on a product that has a particular visual appeal. So it could be something fairly simple, but what it can't be is something which kind of changes the nature of the product. So I think even Amazon gives the example, if you've got a normal product and a travel pack of a product, the travel pack is fundamentally a different thing, may even be better in a different category if it was being searched for, and is therefore not likely to be a child of the larger product. So that would be one example. The parent and child variant thing is relatively simply described inside Seller Central and quite easy to find if you just do a Google search of parent and child Amazon. But what is not obvious is what exactly you do when you're uploading your product to describe it as a parent and a child. And specifically what they miss being very clear upon, but it is hidden away in the detail, is that every child needs its own barcode, needs its own UPC, unique product code, or EAN, and forgive me, I can't actually remember what EAN stands for, but it's effectively a European UPC. So that means that your parent doesn't need to have its own unique product code, but your child does. Every child within the Amazon, or every specific product for sale within the Amazon environment, needs its own UPC. It's important to know that because when you're setting it up for the first time for yourself, you've obviously got a lot of choices about what you do. And it would be a money-saving idea to only have to do the UPC once if, of course, you think, well, actually, these are all the same thing, it's just that they're different colors, or these are all the same thing, it's just that they're different sizes. Not in the Amazon environment. If you want to have a large size, a medium size, and a small size, each of those needs its own unique barcode. And that's very important to know before you start setting it up, because it's actually quite confusing and not obvious or intuitive, and can waste quite a lot of time if you go about it the wrong way. So, if you are planning to optimize your search results, clearly you want all the different sizes of your product to be searched for the same way, because someone isn't going to go around searching for medium-sized dresses if in fact they're looking for a dress. They might search by color green dresses, but equally you just want to show perhaps the kind of dress and then get them to choose the color once they've picked the design and looked at the pictures, the nice images that you put together. That's assuming, of course, that you're selling dresses, which I'm guessing you might not be. But anyway, that gives you the idea of what you need to do when you're thinking about it. Of course, if you don't go about doing this, your product can still rank well, but what you'll find is one of your unique barcoded products is probably going to start to outrank the others significantly. Whichever one is actually the most popular one, usually the black or white option as opposed to one of the multicolored ones, will start out selling the others and will appear in all the searches, and of course we'll get all the reviews. And that means that you're going to have a bit of an issue with your other ones, which may be languishing with 1 or 2 reviews, whereas still with bad reviews, and it's difficult to manage all that and keep it optimized. If you manage to get the parent and child thing going, then if you've got a 4-star product, say, in black, then your green one or your yellow one or your small one or your extra large one will all benefit from that same ranking and same searchability. So that's why you would go about doing it. And as long as you take that step of giving each child its own EAN, and it will of course have its own SKU, then you should be good to go and be getting the most out of your Amazon sales experience. This has been Mark at FBA2USA. Come to FBA2USA.com and why not jump on into the training there for $49 a month, and you can get started and get actually taken through all of these steps fully optimized, and I'm sure it will save you months and months of time getting set up and avoiding all the pitfalls. FBA2USA.com. Thanks very much.